In 10.2, we're going to learn how to use measures of central tendency and dispersion. The purpose of measures of central tendency is to identify the location of the center of various distributions. Well, you only need to know the mean, the median, and the mode for now. And they are quite easy to calculate. The mean just means the average of a set of numerical data. So let's use this given data that I typed out for you at the top and calculate the mean. If you take all the digits from the data, so that's 3 plus 6 plus 6, 7 plus 8 plus 11 plus 15 plus 16, and you count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them. And the sum of the numerator is 72. Divide by 8 gives you 9. So this would be the mean. The median is the middle number when the values of an odd number data set are written in numerical order. For this given set here, there's an even number of data points. So I am going to go ahead and cross out the number 16 and just keep the first 7. 3, 6, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 15. So now there are 7 numbers, an odd number. And the middle number, 7, will be your median. But what if you have an even number of values? Now I'm going to use the original data set. So that would be 3, 6, 6, 7, 8, 11, 15, 16. Now I need to count, okay, I have 4 to the left. Well, I'm going to split the data in half. That's what I mean. Okay, and then I need to take the middle 2 values, add them together, and divide by 2 to get 7.5, which is the average of the 2 values in the middle. And this will be your median. The mode is the value of a data set which occurs most frequently. And looking at 3, 6, 6, 7, 8, 11, 15, and 16, 6 occurs the most number of times. In this case, 2 times. So we put 6. For the measures of dispersion, the word dispersion meaning the spread of a data set, we're only going to look at range and mean absolute deviation for this year. So the range is the difference between the greatest value and the least value of a data set. So using the same data from above, 3, 6, 6, 7, 8, 11, 15, and 16, I'm going to take the greatest number, which is 16, and I'm going to subtract 3 from it. So that would give me 13. That would be my range. So that would measure how spread out the data is. And the mean absolute deviation, or I'm going to abbreviate it as MAD, is the average of distances of each value from their mean. The purpose of this is to measure how far are the values on average from the middle. So I have a picture for you here. So if we look at the value 3 and we subtract that from the average or the mean 9 and take the absolute value, I would get 6. So if I look at 3 here, it's actually about 6 units from the average of 9. And we do that for the rest of the values. So the next one would be 3, 3, 7 subtract 9, negative 2, take the absolute value, so it's positive 2, and 1, 2, 6, 7. So remember, we're just subtracting the average for all of these and taking the absolute value of it. And in this picture here, it illustrates the distance from each point. Okay, so from 6, we have the distance of 3. 7, we have a distance of 2. So here, and so forth. Now, then we want to calculate the average, okay, the average of these distances. So we're going to have to take the sum of all of these values, and it makes 30, and we're going to have to divide by 8 because there are 8 values, and that would be 3.75. Okay, let's do more practice here. Find the mean, median, mode. So I'm giving you easy numbers to work with here, so it won't take you too long. And remember, to find the mean, we have to find the sum of all these digits, which is 27. And since there are 9 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, divide by 9. That would give you the 3. And to find the median, we need to reorder this from least to greatest. So that would be, see, 1's the smallest, 1, 1, 1. We have 3 1s. And then next we have the 2, and we only have 1 of those. And then we have 2 3s. And then we have 2 5s. And then we have 6. So let's double check that we have 9 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So we have to find the middle number. So 4 to the left, 4 to the right, and the middle number is 3. And it seems that 1 occurs the most number of times, so the mode is 1. And for the next one, again, we take all these values, total is 176, and you divide by 8 because there are 8 of them. So the mean is 22. In the median, we would take the middle two number, 20 and 22, add them together and divide by 2. 21. And since all the numbers or values only occur once, there's no mode. Okay, and let's practice finding the range and the mean absolute value deviation of the data, and then round to the nearest hundredths if necessary. So here we have 5 numbers. I'm going to rearrange these in order, and that would be 20 followed by 30. And cross these out so it doesn't interfere with me. 35, 60, and 85. So the range, we'll have to take 85 and subtract 20. And that would be 65. And then we're going to have to do the average, the mean of all of these values. So the total of all these values is 230. And since there are 5 values, we need to divide by 5. So this is 46, the mean. Now we need to subtract each of these from 46 and find the absolute value of each. So this will be 26, 16, 11, 14, 39. And then we need to add them together to make a 106, divide by 5. So this would be 21.2. So this would be your mean absolute value deviation. Okay, let's look at a real life problem here. The weights in pounds of 10 pumpkins are the set of data that's given here. And part A wants you to find the range of the pumpkin weights. And I already went ahead and reordered all these values from least to greatest. So 5 is actually the smallest number, and then 24 the biggest. So we're going to take 24 and we're going to subtract 5. So that makes 19. And then it asks you to find the mean, median, mode of the pumpkin weights. Well, the mean, again, we'll just add all of these values up, and then I've done this already on paper, so I'm just going to tell you it's 196. I'm pretty sure all of you will be able to do this. And then we're going to divide by 10 because there's 10 values. So your mean will be 19.6. And then you have the median. Since there are two values, you need to take the two numbers in the middle, which are 23 and 24, and you divide by 2. You're going to take the average of the two middle values, and that makes 23.5. And the mode will be 24 because it occurs the most number of times. Part C asks you, which measure of central tendency best represents the data? If I look at the mean, 19.6, it only represents like the bottom half of this data set, like way bottom, okay? And then if I look at the mode, it's actually the most extreme, the highest number of the data set, which is not very representative of the entire data. And if I look at the median, which is 23.5, and like in the middle. So this number, the median, is actually the most representative of this data set. So I would write median because, first of all, the mode is the greatest value. And second of all, the mean is less than 8 out of 10 of the values. And our lesson concludes here.